A good neighbor to nearby downtown Phoenix. We're at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale, Arizona. Ready to get this game started? Here's Eddie Pinheiro. And away we go in Glendale. Return starts from the goal line. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Throwing on their first play. Claypool hauls it in. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. To throw, here's Willis. That's complete, David Njoku. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Willis to throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Hauled in by Gray. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Willis now. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, so 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Willis. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Gronk, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Completes this one to Gray. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Willis looking to throw. Hauled in left side. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Still sticking with the passing game. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Couple sacks on the opening drive. You better get to fix-it mode in a hurry. And I'm talking about on the sidelines. I'm talking as a quarterback. You've got to solve this pass rush, because we know one thing about guys in this league defensively. When they get a couple sacks, they can smell it, and they're going to raise the intensity to another level. Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And the Cardinals getting 2 extra defensive backs out there. 3rd down coming. Back now, pressure on its way. Complete beyond the marker. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. A gain of 5, Brock, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
They've got a man in motion. Here's Willis to the air. Has it down close. Touchdown, Philadelphia. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone, while getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
Little able to connect on the point after. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. 2-2 Atwell, now to return it. He's popped at the end of that one. Painful end to a real solid return there. First and 10 now from the 30. Slot man in motion right. McCarthy starting off with a throw. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
And time runs out before they get the snap off. That's the end of one. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to State Farm Stadium in just a moment. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Cardinals football. They have it on 2nd and short. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles double their lead to 14. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying again after the pick, McCarthy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Here we go, sack.
Able to hit Robinson, complete. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. Eagles with an extra man in the secondary for this 3rd down. One's out and cut on the right side. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's a Cardinals 1st down.
Well, things weren't about to end after the first hit or the second. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch, and he was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
First and 10, here's McCarthy. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick six touchdown. 2nd time he's had an errant throw taken back for 6 in this half, Brock. As a quarterback, how do you come back from this knowing there's so much game left?
How do you come back from it, or how do your family and friends come back from it? I know as I get older, I think about them more and more. As a competitor, you're just going to grit your teeth and do what you can. But for the loved ones following, that's a tough 2nd pick six to watch.
That one right down the middle. And the Eagles stretch their lead to 21. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Atwell now to return. And he's out a little short of the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Shut up. 19 tight, 19 tight. Go.
Back to the air following the pick six. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Offense up to the line fast.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 21-yard line.
Hurt. 18 run. 70 range. Come 19. 60 Maverick.
Another try following the sack. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
19 Tiger. Buffalo 18.
Here he is on 3rd and long. That one's cut along the left sideline. 3rd and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the first.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot.
Here we go. 7 Pirates. Ready?
Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. He's on the move. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Panther 11. Panther 11. 60 Bobcat. Ready?
Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 33-yard line.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning at Glendale. The Cardinals pushing for a score before the break. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Cougar 19. 79 Broncos. 70. 19 Lions.
They motion the tight end over.
Check go.
Trying again following the sack. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Come on. Mustang 19. Get
From the shotgun, McCarthy. This finds Mitchell, complete. And they take him down right along the 30.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Ready?
A lot of room they need here. It's 4th and a long 8.
Dragon 60. Ready? Chap 60. Warrior 70.
McCarthy to throw for it. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Design bootleg here. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation.
Oh, they get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. And the Cardinals grab it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back.
And he will score. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals chop some of the lead off before the half. Eddie Pinheiro on now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cardinals get it back to a 14-point game. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Jackson now to return it. And it's the equivalent of what a touchback used to be here, up to the 25 before going out. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
18 left. 18 left. Let's go now. 70
To throw, here's Willis. Throw reeled in by Njoku. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Throwing is Willis. Finds his man Gray. And he's out of bounds. Looks like right at midfield. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Willis. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Takes off right out of the read option. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Well, there's going to be a missed assignment on somebody's grade sheet tomorrow. That read option game with the quarterback, there is always a defender that's responsible for the QB. That time, QB takes advantage.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Completes this one to Gray. And they make this stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Throwing deep for the end zone. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. That's Justin Simmons. And the Cardinals make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Ready up.
Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime.
Shut up. Mustang 19.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Here we go. Here we go. Dragon 60. Go, Reed. Go. Ready.
McCarthy throwing here. He's going deep this time. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. And incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. They send a man in motion.
60. Warrior 70. 19 tight.
Back to throw it. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up 4th and long.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Man in motion here. He's got the hook up to Atwell. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half. Extra point try now from Pinheiro. And the kick is good, so they take some valuable points off that lead right at the end of this half. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Atwell now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now McCarthy. Catch made by Mitchell. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
18 Rattlers. 70 Rangers.
Here's McCarthy to throw. Complete. It's Atwell. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
Ready? 60 Maverick. Go.
He's back to throw. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
They'll run it here with Bijan Robinson. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
And... Buffalo 18.
Here's Willis. That's caught for the first. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with the touchdown.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Atwell now to return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up.
Here we go, set. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Robinson in motion right.
Ready, ready?
1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field in more than a second or two.
Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
19 Lions. Hey, check that. Street. 18 Pioneer. Check go.
On 3rd and long, it's McCarthy. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. Defender smart there to get a hand on that one. And that brings up 4th and long.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
Okay, ready?
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Here we go. Check Bobcat.
They're going for this. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. They find 21 yards and get the 1st down. Oh, baby, what a call to go for it on 4th. That one complete to Hooper. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Offense in the hurry up here. That's complete. Here's Brown. He does it. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Pinheiro good on the extra point. And the Cardinals cut the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Jackson now to return it. This return makes it up to the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Play brought to an end by Jordan Whitehead. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
19, Charger, 19, track 60, track 60, track 60.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. This has been a trend, yet another interception. That is Kyler Gordon. And the Cardinals are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Jamal Adams with the INT. And the Eagles take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the 2nd half of a 1-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Found a soft spot, crosses the 25. And he's down to the 42-yard line. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
Hey, forget about it. Forget 1st down. For a moment, they were thinking touchdown on that play. What a time to deliver a breakaway run. And that puts a ton of momentum.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
Let's go.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now they face 2nd down.
Let's go now. 19 tight.
Willis to throw it. Hauled in by Gray. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. One of the tight ends motioning right. Go. Throwing on 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Cam Little now in a high-pressure spot. It's 44 yards here from the left hash. The kick by Shudak is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
Atwell now to return. Oh, he's showing some burst on his return. And nearly to the 35-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
At their own 33-yard line.
Ball at the 33 for first down.
Here we go, set. Cup 19, Cup 19. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Check smash, check smash. Hup.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
Buffalo 18, ready?
McCarthy trying again on 2nd down. That's going to be caught by Mitchell. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Working quickly here.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
Buffalo 80. Set. Head for 11, head for 11.
McCarthy to throw for it. He connects downfield on 4. And he's out of bounds after getting this to the opposing 45. That'll be a 20-yard hit on 4th down, Brock, and it keeps this drive moving. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
70 Lions, 79 Broncos. Check go.
Back to the air, McCarthy. This finds Mitchell, complete. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The 2 were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Fits it through the middle. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Throwing on 1st, it's McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
This dude is putting together some kind of game today. When he scored that touchdown earlier, we knew we had to keep an eye on him. And no surprise, here he is making yet another huge impact play.
He's got it at the 5. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Escapes the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that brings up 3rd and goal.
19 Tiger. Ready?
From the shotgun, McCarthy. And this is caught. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals making a 4-point game here in the fourth. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. His third through the air this game. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Now this could be the game right here. Down a score, they need to get this ball back. And the onside kick doesn't pan out. The Eagles make the recovery.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Shotgun snap, will get to Robinson. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. It's the 2-minute warning from Glendale. Eagles holding on to a field goal lead. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Throwing is Willis. Toward the sideline, and he's got Metcalf. And he's down inside the 35 before going out. That play good for 17 and a first down.
First down, Philadelphia.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Cardinals have some new life in the fourth.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth, Kate, down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field, because right now, with the third interception, man, he is killing his team.
Let's go. No street.
Putting a receiver in motion. Back to throw. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
That's an incredible sack, Kate, from them. It does more than just back them up a mile on second down. There's an immediate sense of desperation that comes from an offense. You can just feel it as a quarterback in the huddle. When you take a sack like that, now they got to dig themselves out of this hole.
19 tight. 19 tight. Ready, ready?
He'll look to throw it. That's taken in by Henry. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done?
19. Set. 18 run. 18 run. Check go.
Here he is to throw. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
Cup 19. Cup 19.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. They connect for the first. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best. And you get to see how you handle the most pressure. And it turns out they handled it pretty darn well. And now they'll keep pushing.
To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal.
Buffalo 18.
Here he is to throw. He'll get this to Henry. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out. They gain 14 on the play. And it'll be first down, Arizona. To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal.
Viking 18. Go.
Setting up to pass. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up third down.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Ready, ready.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Leading. Set the knee. Big alert. Big alert. Bronco. Ready.
Now to throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they still have two available for them as we approach the end of this game. A big moment coming up for Eddie Pinheiro on this attempt. From the right hash, 52 yards out. Oh, this is going to be close, and it's no good. He hooked it too far left. And that should be their last gasp in this game.
Kate, I think in their heart of hearts, they knew what they were getting from that distance. That's no gimme at all, not even for the most talented kickers in the league. They just couldn't get him a better look. And that's how possibly their last chance goes.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And he drives it up past the 45. The Cardinals are going to use the last of their timeouts. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done too, creating the space for a solid pickup.
19 Lions.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Metcalf there to bring it in. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. Continuing to turn those legs inside the 25. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles make it a 9-point advantage. Well, that one might not sit so well with everybody down on the field. Heck, maybe some of his own guys, too. But he had a chance at a touchdown as time expired, Brock, and it was just too much for him to resist.
Yeah, it probably will ruffle some of the older school feathers down on the sidelines, but for a lot of the guys coming into this league each year, they're used to it. If there's time left, if you're trying to score, you're going to want to eat, no matter what the game situation is, and they used every last second available.
So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Huard, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Glendale.